May 31st, end of another month. 5 months into this year already. I don't know where it's gone, where it has gone indeed. That's why you've got to set your goals and make sure you keep moving forward, targeting what you want to be able to do, because time is going to disappear before you know it. So, that set in mind, let's crack on with today's inspirational words of comfort and hope for the last day of May. Here you go. G.K. Chesterton. If there were no coincidence, it would be the greatest coincidence of all. Isn't that good? If there were no coincidence, it would be the greatest coincidence of all. Now, everyone has their own take on coincidences, destiny. People believe things happen for a reason. They believe it's their destiny. They believe that their path is laid out. That's it. You can't change it. And all those sorts of different things. Leopard can't change its spots, so therefore whatever is destined to happen to me is destined to happen. I can't do anything about it. That's down to personal belief. I think it's a load of bunkum myself, a load of rubbish. I believe you can carve your own destiny, you can create your own destiny, you can create your own future. If we can't create our own future, if we can't better ourselves, if we can't improve ourselves, then what's the point of even being here? It's crazy. I mean, it's just a lunacy thing. To just adjusting things a little bit. Sorry. It just as far as I'm concerned, that's it. Coincidences, yes, I think things can be a coincidence. But I like to think more that it's not so much a coincidence, but something that you've actually brought around and manifested for yourself. And when I mean like manifested, I don't mean just sat there, thought about it and made things happen. You've worked towards something happening. You've focused all your attention and all your being towards that one thing to make it happen. And I think that's more for me, not so much a coincidence or not so much a destiny, that's it, carved out, that end of, but more a case of you're creating that thing to actually happen. And that is the greatest coincidence of all. It's like law of attraction. Let's use that maybe as an example. Whether you believe the law of attraction or not, it's there. It's like gravity. You don't have to believe in gravity that holds you down to the ground and stops you floating off into the air and into space, because it's there. It's a fact. Law of attraction, it is a fact. Whether you believe it or not, it's there. And if you can tune yourself into the right path of thinking and believing and manifesting and working and developing and all those sort of things to be able to create what you want to be able to create, then you'll find out just how much more powerful that is for you. And that's really important to be able to understand. And so for this quote, if there were no coincidence, it would be the greatest coincidence of all. I think it's quite just a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing for me to go, well, if you don't believe in coincidences, isn't that a coincidence that you don't believe in it? It's just one of those things that, like I say, I believe myself that coincidences do happen, but maybe they're not so much a coincidence, but something that you've actually created to make happen, to be able to ensure that something is developing in your life. And that's why I look at the goal settings and find that actually smart goal setting and goal setting generally, even if it's just for your everyday weekly tasks for the household chores, you set a goal to get your household chores done by whatever date, or I'm going to do them on this day. Well, that's setting a goal, that's setting a task, that's setting a challenge. So you focus yourself and you work and you build towards that. Is that a coincidence? No, that's planned. Is that the biggest coincidence of the greatest coincidence of all? No, of course it's not. So it's how you want to interpret what's actually being said. So hopefully that's suitably confused you enough. If there are no coincidences, it would be the greatest coincidence of all. G.K. Chesterton. Interesting. That's my take on it. Go make today count. Go and create your own coincidences and have a great day. Enjoy.